Alright, yeah, welcome back to some more Magic Arena, and today we're going back in with another edition of the Gateshift list. So, without further ado, let's get into the games, but you should stick around till the end, because this matchup's a doozy, and I hope you enjoy every last minute of it. Alright guys, see you in the games. Alrighty then, let's be on the play, shall we? A 6-lander. Probably can't keep this, right? Don't do anything. I mean, if we draw, like, pretty much any of our cards, I think we're okay, but I don't know. I'm torn on this one. Maybe it is a keep. It's like we can draw Arboreal Grazers. They're going to be pretty good, obviously, because we have an excess of lands. Growth Spiral is guaranteed ramp. Guild Summit's fine. Gates Ablaze is fine. To be honest, like, every one of our draws is fine with a hand like this, so I think this is actually keepable. I've talked myself into it. Let's go. Alright. I think our opponent made a mulligan decision. Yeah, I think the only bad draws for us are like Scapeshift, Golosh, and Chandra, just because they're not realistically castable anytime soon. So let's go Simic Guildgate. The baseline for our deck is in Simic, and there we go, we got ourselves an Arboreal Grazer. So we get to put in, I guess, a Gruul Guildgate. And we'll stick in an Izzet Guildgate. Golgari is the off colour. Just so that we can actually activate Golosh, so you don't want to put that in. And yeah, look at this. This is a thing of beauty. Alright. So I could go Growth Spiral. Just play both my Guild Gates. I guess I might as well, right? More lands. Alright, now it's getting a little bit a little bit out of hand. Let's calm it down. Let's get that Golgari Guildgate in there. Now we've got all 5 colours of mana. We can Circuitous Route. I don't really know if there's... Oh, there's an Azorius Guildgate we can get. That's another unique one. But I think the rest... I might already have them all. Gates Ablaze. I think I might actually do that, because this looks to be like a Simic Nissa deck, and we don't really want our opponent on 5 mana, so let's just blow up the world. Could be a bit premature. I don't think it is, because we've just bought ourselves a little bit of time, presumably. Another Paradise Druid, and just trying to Gates Ablaze anyway. Okay. Well, I'm going to thin the deck. Let's grab Azorius Guildgate and Dimir Guildgate. There we go. And do I want to hold this forest? I think I do. At this point, we might as well hold all of our lands for Field of the Dead purposes. Unless, of course, I guess we draw another one and then we want to put it into play for Hydroid Crisis. Fairy Time Raveler.
This isn't a fight you can win.
Okay.
That's more like it.
Bounce is nothing. And there's a Hydroid Crisis. Okay, well, now we're going to play our land. We can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. X7 Hydroid Crisis. Seems pretty decent. Our opponent just minus as well. That's really awful. That couldn't be any worse. Opponent's running Growth Spirals as well. Is this Bandscape Shift? I know they run to fairies, but I'm not sure about Paradise Druids. Entrancing Melody. In the main, as you do.
Here we go.
Okay. And we drew more lands. That's just getting ridiculous now. Okay, so we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we got enough to Gates Ablaze this Hydroid Crisis, which we should probably do. Yeah, let's just get it out of the way. Breeding pool tapped. Keep the gates for Guild Summit purposes.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
Mm-hmm. So, our hand... Oh, you would have, Nissa. Our hand wasn't all that bad. Initially. But when we started just continually drawing lands, that's when it became a problem. Oh. Well, I guess I win now. I think. I believe I win. So let's... if they have a board wipe, it's not over. So I'm going to keep my lands in hand so that we can rebuild. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All the Field of Deads. And let's get some more Plaza of Harmonies, I guess. Yeah, sure. Tap land, tap land. Alright. Lethal amount of zombies. 46. If they have a board wipe, we're not in the winning spot anymore. But if they don't have a board wipe, we just win. Okay, pass the turn. Yeah, we want to keep some guild gates here so that we can actually rebuild if they do have a board wipe. At least we get 4 more zombies. Opponent digging for an answer. And our survey says... Temple of Mystery. To the bottom. Explodes? Please? Please explode? Really wish it'd explode. Oh, exploding right now would be so cool. Yeah. Oh god, they're floating. Why are they floating? Oh god. I think they're faking me out. I can't be too sure.
Trust me. You'll thank me later.
There's 3 mana left. It's not board wipe mana.
I'll protect you.
Maybe they're running root snares. We got them. All right. What were they digging for? Were they digging, or were they just let's find out what's on top of my decking? I don't really know. But Entrancing Melodies in the main was very odd. Alright, so we know there's a few things that we want to go down. Chandra Awakened Inferno is very bad against Nissa, so we don't want to bring Nissa in. However, Mass Manipulation is pretty good against Nissa. We can steal all their lands, which is pretty cool. Also, Ixalan's Binding their Nissa is also very nice. Teferi Time Raveler, if they're running board wipes, we want to be scape shifting on their turn. Also gets around counter magic. And opposing Teferis as well. The +1 and the passive don't work together when you've both got a Teferi. Probably want to bring in some negates as well. What are we going down, though, is the big question. I guess we'll want to go down 1 Scape Shift, 1 Grazer. Guild Summit's okay. We're going to bring in the negates, so we only need to cut 1 more card. Maybe it's something like... I kind of like Elvish Rejuvenator to block a Nissa land for the time being. Hydroid Krasis is good against counter magic. I think it's probably just another Grazer. Growth Spirals seem a little bit better unless they're running Narset. Just in case, I'm going to hedge against Narset and go down the Growth Spiral instead of the Grazer. And we'll try it like that. Yes. I'm not sure about the lava coils either. They do have their place, but I think they're much better at taking down mana dorks, which our opponent was using Paradise Druids there, which are always going to get that value. Okay, we've got 2 lands. We need a 3rd for the Guild Summit. We're on the draw. This is a 27 land deck, so there's a good chance that we do draw the lands in time. But it is a little slow. We could actually have a faster hand, and we probably want to get ahead of our opponent. Especially since they're running mana dorks, we don't want them to be faster than us on the play. So I think this one's just too slow on the draw. So we're going to mulligan it. And this one's looking like how I wanted it to look, to be honest. So we're going to take this one, and we'll dump... Which land? Because it is a land. I think it's the Field of the Dead. It's just too early. We need the Breeding Pool so we can untap on 3 and Gates Ablaze if needs be. We can get rid of some mana dorks that way. So it's going to be Guildgate, Breeding Pool. Might be too slow. We'll have to find out. If our opponent does have the nuts, then we're in trouble. So they're on 3 mana now. They didn't have it though. Alright, so let's get another gate in play. And now we can either go with the Gates Ablaze if they drop down more mana dorks, or we could Guild Summit in its place instead. Teferi Time Raveler. Please minus.
Stand by and watch.
Yes. Alright. A little premature on that minus, buddy. Because now I get to play my Guild Summit, and now they can't bounce the Guild Summit. But we don't really have any gates, so I guess it is what it is. But there's a good chance we'll draw gates off the top, and then they're just a redraw, which is nice. Drawn from Dreams. Alright, so it's safe to assume that they have Nissa next turn. Unless I kill the Llanowar Elves. Or maybe we draw a negate. That would be the dream. But I don't think we're going to.
This
Another circuitous route. Yeah, well actually the negates aren't that good because now Teferi Time Raveler's in play. So I think we're just going to go with the Breeding Pool, untapped, circuitous route. Forgot about the Teferi when I was making that decision. Right, we want some unique lands. We don't have any white, so I do need the white. Let's get a Azorius Guildgate for the extra blue for mass manipulation. I think I'll get one of the off-color ones. Let's get Demir Guildgate again for the blue. Golos is quite nice. And is it Guildgate? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Field of the Dead is triggering next turn. There's Nissa. Alright. As I said, it was safe to assume. Could really do with a mass manipulation to shut my opponent down. We do technically have a forest.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
There's a Guild Summit. Alright, I think what I'm going to do is go with the Golosh and get a Field of the Dead and hopefully race our opponent with zombies instead. Oh, have they gotten... What have they got? Frilled Mystic. Wow, was not expecting a Frilled Mystic. Okay. Well, let's get some blockers then. I was thinking negates, but not Frilled Mystics. The longer we can actually let Nissa tick up on lands, the better, I think. If we can bait out another Frilled Mystic, then that's going to be pretty nice. Oh. Sure. Block the same amount of damage, but kill a creature along the way. Seems good.
Trust me, I have a plan.
And they can flash anytime they want now. Okay. So let's assume they have a counterspell. What's their plan? What do they counter here? They only really counter a Hydroid Crisis or a Gates Ablaze, I think. But maybe if I do a lot of ramping, maybe if I have Circuitous Route, for example, this might actually get them to throw out a Frilled Mystic. And then we can Gates Ablaze for a pretty decent amount. Let's see if they've got it. I think they do. Oh, they got the negates. Okay. Do they have another? How do we make them... how do we find that out? 9, 10... There's no way they can kill me, I don't think. We go to 1 if I don't have any blockers. Let's just make some blockers. Escape Shift. Alright, well, we get a blocker and we draw a card. I was really hoping for another land. But double Scape Shift is actually maybe enough to win this game. We play one, it gets countered. And then we play the other and we hope they don't have another counter. We got a Frilled Mystic and a negate out of them already, so...
Don't worry, I got this.
The odds feel a little bit in our favour. It's really awkward they went with the Guild Summit there. Because that means any gates entering aren't going to draw us cards. We could have basically drawn the perfect hand off of Escape Shift. Okay, floats, ticks up.
The land fights for us.
Maybe going for a growth spiral. We're gonna chump. I think the best draw for us now is land or negate, I guess. I don't even think negate's that great, because an extra Escape Shift is basically our negate anyway. Maybe they've got a Hydroid Crisis. That would be pretty bad for us. Hydroid Crisis with negate backup. That's awkward. We can survive it though if we get enough Plaza of Harmonies. There's a Stomping Ground. Yeah, so we just need to play around negate. And we can do that just by Scape Shift into Scape Shift. And grab Plaza of Harmonies to make sure we're not dead to a 4/4 flyer. So let's Stomping Ground. Tapped. We do have 4 green. Yes, we do, because the Plaza of Harmony is making green. So tap land, make a zombie. And then we want to do that. Scape Shift. I guess we could float all of our mana. Let me just go into the menu and turn off that auto tap, just in case it spends all of my green. Because we want 4 green. That's the bit that matters. And then we want blue, white, red. Alright, so we're going to Scape Shift. It just spent my green. It just spent my green. I thought I was able to pick my colours. I hate this game sometimes. Wizards, please. I needed full control on, didn't I? Please, Wizards, bring it back. Bring back the very useful ability to just win the game. I guess we'll do this instead then. Lesson learned. If you need to spend your mana, go into here, turn off auto tap, then put on full control, which will then let you spend your mana out of your pool. We should just be able to play full control and do that anyway, but not in this game. There's still hope for us if they don't have another counter spell, which Now I'm not so sure of. We could maybe do this. That's such a tilt. We really had the game there. Another Hydroid Crisis, but no blue. Alright, do we have the game again then? I think we have the game again. Oh dear. Right.
Let's try this.
That's interesting. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we can do a Guild Summit as well with that mana. So let's do that. Guild Summit. Let me do this myself. Blue. That. And then I want to tap 2, 3, just 1, 1, 2. And then escape shift. Alright, gotta work fast. Plaza of Harmony. Azorius Guildgate. The Civic Guildgate. And the fields and the forest. I have no words. Oh, God. Second one was my fault. But just barely my fault. Play first. Keep. Sorry, Skillgate go. We're keeping this hand because it's actually a pretty decent ramp. So, Breeding Pool, untapped, Growth Spiral into Field of the Dead. Next turn we can Rejuvenate, a turn after that. Guild Summit or Circuitous Route. Abundant Growth Spirals. Alright. Let's forget what happened last game. Let's pretend that it just never happened and we lost. Because reasons. And we'll play as though those reasons were good. We're gonna get Nissed next turn. So I wanna get... I kind of want to get more blue, so let's just like Growth Spiral. Get Golos. Okay, well. Field of the Dead instead. I want to be able to take their Nissa almost immediately, was my plan. It's like we could let them have it for a turn, Circuitous Route, and then we've got the mana for Mass Manipulation. And it's drawn from Dreams, alright, so we assume they have Nissa. So we want a Circuitous Route for 2 blue, which you can get the Izzet Guildgate and the Demir Guildgate, I guess. We do want the off-color ones so that we can go loss. Escape Shift. Well, now I want the Golgari Guildgate. Alright, they have a negate. Then they Nissa me. Hydroid Crisis. Okay. Next 4. So they didn't get that Nissa. Because there's no way in a million years they wouldn't slap it down there. Alright. Guild Summit. Tap the Azorius Guild Gate. Hope for another land. Yeah, it's okay, I guess. 3 Field of the Deads is not terrible if we can just get new lands. Opponent can't search the library. Okay, good job we got Rejuvenators. Taking 6. Yeah, this isn't searching, but this is, and this is. Ashiok Tech is not something I expected. But I guess with Gateshift being rampant, it's certainly it's a choice. Now they can mill me a bit. Are we just going to be too slow, though? I really needed some like Plaza of Harmony or Gates Ablaze. Oh, what a shambles this game has been. I'm so tilted. I've never been more upset about a game in my entire life. Alright, Plaza of Harmony. Don't even have gates in my pool right now. I'm done with this game. I'm just so done. I'm defeated. We had the win though, guys. It's really obvious we had the win. Well, it takes Simic Guildgate. As an Izzet Guildgate. Another Rejuvenator. Take the Golgari Guildgate. Grazer, okay. I mean, we can mass manipulate the Ashiok so that we can search our library and then we can scape shift our opponent. That's a lot to go right though, so we'll have to see. We also have this Hydroid Crisis bearing down upon us, and all our opponent really has to do realistically is do nothing. All they have to do is hold open counter magic. And they got Frilled Mystic open right now, and they got Negate open. We have a Grazer to block 3 of the 4 damage. Yeah, there goes some more good cards. Well, it's really hitting well. This video should have already been over by now. We already won this game. But here we are. Alright. Izzet Guildgate. Trigger, trigger, trigger. Stomping Ground. So, how do we get even close to killing our opponent? We've got 2 more turns, realistically. Our opponent... Well, actually, we've got the next turn, I guess. So I do have, like, the ability to activate Golos. So that's okay. 1, 2, blue. Guild Summit. They have no counter spells in hand. Interesting. 1, 2. Alright. Let's draw some cards. Play Grazer. Put the Guildgate in play. Field of the Dead. And swing for 1, might as well. Okay, discard Stomping Ground. Mr. Fairy.
I'm known for my excellent timing.
Well, they didn't have a negate before. Do they have one now? Opponent bounces my Grazer, so we're taking the full force of the Hydroid Krasis. Tap out a little bit more. Make me confident that you don't have anything good. It's 2 cards. Our last Guild Summit resolved so quickly there. We're getting milled. Alright, we're at 3. Our opponent passes. Alright, so we test the waters. Let's go with... Do you have... You have nothing that can counter that, which means you have no Frilled Mystic. Okay, let's play Field of the Dead. I think we go for it. How many can we do this for? 2. 1, 2. Take Hydroid Krasis. Take... Do we take Ashiok? So that we can Scape Shift the turn after next. We don't really need to, right? Let's just take Teferi. Tick up Teferi.
Don't worry, I got this.
Play Is It Guildgate? Opponent can't play anything on my turn. Opponent has only got 2 life left. Oh! Yes! Oh! And that is the reason why I was so tilted. I was gonna lose the game that would have kept me off of platinum. Oh my god. Whoo-wee! Well, that's gonna do it for today's episode. We had the game stolen from us, and then we screwed up a bit, and then our opponent didn't have the lucky hand at the moment where it counted, and we stole the crap out of this game at the very last turn. Jesus Christ. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. You know what? This makes it all worth it. The fact that we just came back and won. You know what? I'm still pissed off. I'm very annoyed. But I'll accept it. I will grin and bear it for this result. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. Share this video around if you know somebody who might enjoy it. If they're a tilt master themselves, maybe they'll enjoy watching my pain and then the sudden realization that I win. Maybe they'll do that. I don't know. But other than that, guys, make sure to subscribe for some more content like this. I don't always punt, and the game doesn't always screw me, so keep that in mind when you're considering hitting that subscription button. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with another Gateshift list, so without further ado, gonna end it off here. Take care, guys.